This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, and this is part 2 of my conversation with Sally. Sally, tell me, you came back to Rhodes in 2012, is that right?
That's right, yes.
Okay, and why did you come back? What drew you back?
Well, I had been wanting to come back. It was always my dream, and I couldn't come back because I couldn't afford it, basically. I came into some money in 2012, and the first thing I did was
Buy a
ticket. I mean, seriously. And then my mother was living here. She lived by herself in a village called Embona in the south of the island. And so I came to stay with her. And I stayed with her the whole summer, about four and a half months, something like that. And there's a village called Siana right near Embona where she had tons of friends as well. And one night there was a festival of suma and honey. And
you spoke Greek by this time, did you?
No. I knew a few words from when I was little or when I would come here, but I had never studied it or anything, and I really didn't speak it much. But I was sitting with a couple of Greek ladies and stuff, and I met my future husband there, Sampikos. He's originally from Siena, but he was just on holiday from work and spending a few days in the village, and we just clicked immediately. He spoke very little English, but we didn't have any problem communicating at all. It was just like...
And he'd never married, which is most unusual.
Very unusual. He was 38, I think, when I met him.
And
never
you?
married.
And
I was 42.
Oh, a couple of years older.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we immediately just started, we spent every day after that of the rest of the summer together. And when I left in October, I had to go back to Argentina, obviously. But with definitely the idea of coming back. I just went home and saved up enough money, and in 6 months I was back here living with him in his apartment here in town. We spent the whole summer together, really getting to know each other more because we didn't know each other that well. And then he came back with me to Argentina, which was really, really great because...
on a holiday or with a view maybe to living there?
No. Just as a way to get to know the place.
Okay.
I mean, of course, he was open to maybe living there but I didn't want to live there. I wanted to live here. So it was never my idea.
Yeah.
So we were there. He lived there with me for 6 months, and then we came back, and we've been here ever since.
So Rhodes is your home?
Definitely, yes.
And your spiritual home?
Yes. When I get off the airplane at the airport here in Rhodes and smell the air,
you kiss the ground.
Yes, really, it's amazing.
No,
but
Rhodes is lovely, and it's brought me back too. Yes.
Yeah, it does to a lot of people. I think.
Very special place. Well, Rhodes town. I actually don't know about the rest of the island, but
there's a lot of variety here. There's a lot to see.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So you're painting.
Yes. So. I started painting more, and every day.
Inspired by the flowers and the color.
Yes, especially in the spring here is just amazing.
What month do you mean by spring?
Well, it's ending sort of now, but like April. April is like last month. Here's can you see that? That's called No Big Surprise.
No Big Surprise.
I have interesting titles for my paintings.
Yeah, that looks lovely. And you've just, in fact, had an art exhibition at the French consulate.
Yes, I did. It was very successful. And
unfortunately, I've just missed that.
Well, I'm going to have more exhibits. This was sort of my introduction to Rhodes.
Show some more.
I'm trying
some
to
more
find
of your work. And is it acrylic?
It's acrylic, yes.
On canvas? Because I know you also paint on wood as well.
Sometimes I paint on wood. If I find a nice, natural piece of wood, like this, for instance.
Let's hone in.
Yeah. Those are poppies. And I didn't put a background on that because I thought the wood was so beautiful.
Can't really see that. No, you can't see the texture. Show another painting, another floral painting with a funny title.
With a funny title. Let's see. They're personal. Like people would ask me why. I can't tell you.
Well, it's a bit like poetry.
Here's one.
You have to explain why you've painted what you've painted.
Sometimes
By the way, do you write poetry?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I do keep journals. I always have.
Okay.
Since I was little.
Okay.
I've always liked to write, and I always wanted to write a novel, but I think that everybody that likes to read wants to write.
Right.
I've been an avid reader my whole life. There's another one.
Oh, yes.
This one's called Firecracker.
Uh-huh. Lovely. Very nice.
Okay. Let's see. This one's called I Still Believe. It's a bit more of a... See, I have different styles of my flowers.
Yes, I can see that.
Because
a different style.
It just depends on my mood. Here's another
Poppy.
serious little poppy. This one is called What Never Was. When I think of the names of the paintings, it reminds me of what was going on in my life while I was painting.
That's right.
Perhaps the music I was listening to, because I listen to a lot of music.
What kind of music?
I like happy music, like ABBA.
Oh, yes.
I listen to a lot of ABBA.
Uplifting music.
Dance music, music that I can dance to while I'm cleaning the house, you know. And I've gotten into Gwen Stefani for some reason. I'm obsessed with Gwen Stefani lately.
What nationality is that?
Gwen Stefani is American.
Oh, okay.
And here's another one.
Oh, lovely. Look at that.
This is actually an older one. This one I did in
fantastic.
2015.
What was happening then?
Well, it's called The Best Year because that's the year that I married Sapico.
Ah.
The year that everything sort of came together.
Okay.
Here's a few of my... See, they're sunflowers, but they're not
Wonderful
typical.
colors. Wonderful colors.
Thank you.
Excellent.
For me, it's important that you go to my apartment and my paintings are on the walls. I paint them because I want to enjoy them. I want to look at them.
Oh.
It's like I create them to make myself happy. It's been a sort of a form of therapy, really.
Definitely.
For me. Yeah.
Painting, like poetry, is definitely therapy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of people at the exhibit told me, I feel like when I look at them, it makes me happy. I feel like, and they...
Well, color makes one happy. Uplifting, bright, vibrant colors. Definitely.
And whenever you create, you put part of yourself into whatever it is you're making.
And it's like for example, the clothes I wear are very colorful, very turbans and textures, textiles, textures. I can't live without color.
Yeah, me neither.
Which is unusual because you're wearing white today.
Well, it's actually... I'm not like you in that I dress colorfully.
Right.
It's more
Why
my
not?
environment. I do sometimes, but sometimes I'll wear black. It's not, and right now the fashion is flowers on clothing. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah,
I have. Yes, very
So-
floral. Yes.
But no, I just like to, like in my apartment, my couch is red and I've painted murals on 3 of the walls. I plan on painting another lemon tree on the balcony.
Wonderful.
And I just, when I moved in there with Sampico, it was very different. I've made it my own now.
Lovely.
And it's cheerful and I feel happy there.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Hopefully I'll see the apartment next time I'm in Rhodes.
For sure.
Okay. Thank you.